You're listening to Voice First AI, the show where we decode how voice technology is transforming business, one smart conversation at a time. I'm your host, Michael Pierce. In today's episode, we're diving into some exciting topics. The latest advancements in voice tech, how businesses are leveraging these innovations to enhance customer experiences, and a sneak peek into a few groundbreaking case studies. Trust me, you won't want to miss any of it. Let's get started.
Trading at Schwab is now powered by Ameritrade, giving you even more specialized support than ever before. Like access to the trade desk, our team of passionate traders ready to tackle anything from the most complex trading questions to a simple strategy gut check. Need assistance? No problem. Get 24/7 professional answers and live help, and access support by phone, email, and in-platform chat. That's how Schwab is here for you, to help you trade brilliantly. Learn more at schwab.com/trading.
What do OnlyFans creators and ghost towns have in common? It sounds like the setup for a bizarre joke, but it's a fascinating topic we've got lined up for you today. The spotlight is on the tug-of-war between OnlyFans creators and the uncanny perfection of AI-generated content. On one side, you've got real human creators pouring their heart and soul into their work. On the other, there's this wave of digitally generated personas that are almost too perfect. How do creators stay relevant in the face of artificial perfection? We'll dive into that. Plus, stick around, because later on, we'll be talking about Google's Veo 3 and its cinematic capabilities that promise to revolutionize the way we interact with AI in our daily lives. So much to unravel, so let's get to it. All right, folks, let's switch gears for a moment and explore something a bit eerie, yet intriguing: the dead internet theory. If you haven't heard about it, you're in for a treat. The dead internet theory posits that a significant portion of internet content is now generated by artificial intelligence rather than human beings. Sounds wild, right? But hold on. It actually makes some sense if you think about it. As AI technology advances, more and more of what you read online might not have been written by a human at all. What does this mean for human interaction online? Well, it's a mixed bag. On one hand, AI can churn out vast amounts of content quickly, making information more accessible. But on the flip side, this can dilute genuine human interaction. Imagine trying to have a heartfelt conversation and not even knowing if there's a real person on the other side. Creepy, isn't it? And let's not forget the toll this takes on content creators. Emotional and creative energy go into crafting original work, and competing against AI-generated perfection can be downright exhausting. Human creators might start to feel a bit like Sisyphus, rolling a boulder uphill, only for it to roll back down again. The fight for authenticity and originality becomes more critical than ever. So in summary, the dead internet theory stirs up a lot of conversation about the future of online content and human interaction. We're navigating a landscape where the lines between human and machine-generated content are increasingly blurred. All right, let's move on to the next exciting topic. Up next, let's delve into Google's Veo 3. This isn't just any update. Veo 3 is packed with some remarkably cinematic AI capabilities. Imagine a system that can autonomously capture, edit, and produce video content that looks like it came straight out of Hollywood. Using advanced machine learning algorithms and deep neural networks, Veo 3 is designed to deliver top-notch video quality almost effortlessly. It's like having a personal film crew in your back pocket. But what does all this mean for traditional media and creator-driven platforms? Well, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. One might say it poses a significant threat to traditional media companies that are still lagging in AI usage. If VO3 can churn out professional grade content at a fraction of the cost and time, why wouldn't businesses and individuals jump on board? On the other hand, it could also impact creator-driven platforms. Think about YouTube or TikTok, platforms where individual creators are pushing the envelope. With Veo 3, the line between human-made and AI-generated content becomes even more blurred, making it harder for genuine creators to stand out. Now, let's talk about trust and perception. High-quality video doesn't just look good. It feels good. When videos are well produced, they inherently build trust and credibility with the audience. On the flip side, poorly made content can turn viewers away just as quickly. With Veo 3, AI steps in to ensure that every frame, every transition is flawless, upping the ante on what's considered good content and potentially warping our perception of authenticity. So there you have it. Veo 3 is a powerhouse, no doubt, but it's also a disruptor that's shaking up how we view and value content. We're navigating exciting yet uncertain waters here, folks. All right, let's keep this momentum going as we move on to our next topic. Next up, let's plunge into the steaming cauldron that is OnlyFans and its fascinating dynamics with cinematic AI. Here's the million-dollar question. Why might OnlyFans resist the allure of sleek AI-generated content? Well, let's start with the ethos of OnlyFans. The platform is all about showcasing what's raw, imperfect, and real. It's a celebration of human flaws and authentic personal connections. Unlike the polished and impossibly perfect content churned out by AI, OnlyFans thrives on the quirks and imperfections that make its creators endearing and relatable. But wait a minute, isn't rejecting AI like fighting an uphill battle? Sort of. Fans don't flock to OnlyFans for a Hollywood-level production. They're there for the unique human interaction, the unfiltered and genuine experiences that can't be captured by an algorithm. The debate rages on. Is this refusal a bold stance to preserve the irreplaceable human element, or is it a retreat from inevitable progress? Consider Creed, who's pretty vocal against AI. For Creed, it's not just about pushing back on technology, but protecting the very essence of what makes OnlyFans special, its humanity. On the flip side, some argue that embracing a bit of AI magic could elevate the creator's game without losing that authentic touch. The conundrum of modern content creation. So where do you stand? Is it resistance or retreat? The jury's still out, but one thing's for certain, the tug of war between the allure of AI and the charm of human imperfection makes OnlyFans a fascinating case study. All right, that's a wrap for this segment. Ready to hit pause and ponder? We've got more in store for you, so don't go anywhere. All right, folks, let's switch gears to a topic that's both heavy and crucial: the mental health toll of constant content production. If you're a creator, you might be familiar with that gnawing feeling of being dead inside. The constant pressure to churn out fresh, engaging content isn't just exhausting, it can be downright demoralizing. Over time, the passion that once fueled your creative fire can turn into a relentless grind, leaving you burnt out and struggling to find joy in your craft. But guess what? AI isn't just here to intensify that grind. It might actually help ease the burden. Imagine automating some of the tedious aspects of content creation, giving you more bandwidth to focus on what truly matters: your creativity and well-being. Yet, here's the kicker. If AI can mimic your style, your voice, even your personality, What's the point of you? It's a chilling question, and it cuts right to the core of why you create in the first place. Sure, AI can generate content that's technically perfect, but it lacks the soul, the nuance, and the authenticity that makes your work uniquely yours. So, while AI can be a double-edged sword, the key is finding that balance. Leverage AI to lift some weight off your shoulders, but don't let it overshadow your unique spark. All right, that's a heavy subject, but one that demands our attention. Let's keep pushing forward. And here we are, folks, reframing the narrative from an AI versus creators mindset to one of AI plus intention. You see, the common narrative pits AI against human creators as if we're in some epic battle for creative supremacy. But here's a thought. What if we flipped the script? What if we saw AI not as an enemy, but as a powerful tool to amplify our creativity? Imagine harnessing AI to enhance your artistic vision, not replace it. Sounds pretty empowering, right? Let's talk about intention. Using AI with intention means employing it to handle those tedious, time-consuming tasks so you can focus on what really matters, creating meaningful, authentic content. It's about collaboration rather than competition. AI can take on the heavy lifting, allowing you to dive deeper into your ideas and perfect your unique creative touch. The goal isn't to churn out content at a breakneck pace, but to ensure what we create is thoughtful and resonates on a human level. Authenticity isn't something that comes by accident. It's a conscious choice. And in a world where AI-generated content is on the rise, making that choice becomes even more crucial. Authenticity doesn't mean resisting technology. It means using it wisely to tell stories that are genuinely ours. In this new narrative, AI is an ally that takes care of the menial tasks, so you can inject more of yourself into your work. The human element, your emotions, experiences, and perspective remains irreplaceable. So let's embrace AI, but do it with purpose and intention, ensuring the heart of our creations remains undeniably human. Stay tuned as we continue to decode the fascinating world of voice technology right after this break. Let's take a step back and reflect for a moment. Maybe the internet, as we once knew it, isn't dead. Maybe it's our way of interacting with it that's changed. Our digital landscape is saturated, and it's so easy to get lost in the noise. But here's the thing. This isn't a call to doom and gloom. It's an invitation to embrace new technologies like AI, not as replacements, but as tools for augmentation. Imagine what we could achieve if we harnessed AI to enhance, not overshadow, our unique human capabilities. All right, I'm going to leave you with something tantalizing to chew on until next time. We'll be unpacking a question that's both philosophical and incredibly relevant. The human voice in a post-voice world. It promises to be a mind-bending discussion you won't want to miss. You've been tuning into Voice First AI, where we decode how voice technology is transforming business, one smart conversation at a time. I'm Michael Pierce, and as always, check the show notes for any links or articles mentioned in today's episode. Catch you in the next one. You've been tuning into Voice First AI, where we decode how voice technology is transforming business, one smart conversation at a time. I'm Michael Pierce, and as always, check the show notes for any links or articles mentioned in today's episode. Catch you in the next one.